The Galactic Dominion's Grand Council had witnessed 10,000 years of warfare across the stars. They had seen the Vorkai tear through neutron star systems. They had watched the Felundri consume entire nebulae in their hunger for conquest. Nothing, absolutely nothing, had prepared them for humanity. Ambassador Vextorin pressed 4 of his 6 hands flat against the obsidian table, his bioluminescent skin flickering with barely contained anxiety. "The humans have sent reinforcements," he announced to the assembled delegates. Silence fell across the chamber like a collapsing star. "How many fleets?" asked High Commander Drelvax of the Saurian Collective, his voice carrying the weight of someone who had commanded battles for 3 centuries. Vextorin's skin turned a sickly yellow. "Not fleets." He paused. 43 individual soldiers. Staff Sergeant Marcus Webb wiped blood from his jaw and checked his ammunition count. Around him, 12 members of 3rd Platoon, Bravo Company were doing the same. They weren't special forces. They weren't Rangers or SEALs or any of the elite units Earth kept in reserve. They were regular Army infantry. Private First Class Danny Kowalski reloaded his pulse rifle with the casual efficiency of someone making a sandwich. Corporal James "Jimbo" Harding was actually whistling, as he tightened the bandage on his forearm. The Ketharan fortress ahead had withstood 6 Galactic Dominion siege attempts spanning 40 years. 12,000 Vorkai warriors defended its walls. "Webb," Kowalski said, nodding toward the fortress. "What do you think?" Webb studied the structure for approximately 4 seconds. "Front door looks weak," he said. "They attacked at dawn." What the Galactic military analysts later described in their reports, in tones of complete disbelief, was not a tactical masterpiece. It was not elegant. It was not precise. It was relentless. Webb's squad moved through enemy fire the way water moves through rock, not by avoiding it, but by simply refusing to stop. When Kowalski took a plasma bolt to the shoulder, he switched his rifle to his left hand and kept advancing. When Harding's helmet cracked from a concussive blast, he threw the broken pieces aside and kept moving. The Vorkai warriors, creatures who had made entire civilization surrender through fear alone, began doing something their military commanders had never recorded in 10 centuries of combat data. They retreated. By 0800 hours, the fortress was secured. Webb reported to Galactic Command with the same tone a man might use to report finishing his laundry. "Kethra 4 is clear, sir. We'll need resupply on medical kits and ammunition. Kowalski's gonna need a new shoulder plate too." In the council chamber, High Commander Drelvax stared at the battle footage for the 17th time. "These are their regular soldiers?" he asked. Vextorin's skin had not returned to its normal color in 3 days. "We cross-referenced their personnel files," Vextorin said quietly. "Staff Sergeant Webb has been in continuous combat deployment for 6 years. He has been wounded 11 times. He has never once requested reassignment." He brought up another file. Private Kowalski. 22 years old by human reckoning. His psychological profile describes him as, Vextorin paused to translate, a little intense but good under pressure. Drelvax was silent for a very long time. "What," he finally said, "do their special forces look like?" Nobody answered. Nobody wanted to. Back on Kethra 4, Marcus Webb sat outside the secured fortress eating a protein bar and watching the alien sunset. 2 moons hung low and orange over the horizon. It was, he thought, actually pretty beautiful. Kowalski dropped down beside him, arm freshly bandaged, and pulled out his own ration pack. "Good day," Kowalski said. "Yeah," Webb agreed. Somewhere across the galaxy, in a chamber of marble and starlight, the greatest military minds in the known universe were frantically revising 10,000 years of combat doctrine because of men like these. Men who ate protein bars after impossible victories. Men who whistled while bleeding. Men who looked at fortresses held for 40 years and saw a weak front door. The galaxy had feared humanity's weapons. It had feared their ships, their technology, their nuclear fire. It had never considered the most dangerous thing Earth ever produced: the ordinary soldier who simply refused to quit.